so incredibly frustrating to come here and try and just catch one fish. It almost makes me feel like I'd stayed at home now. I wish I'd stayed at home, but right, we're gonna head back to the hotel. I know it's not life and death. I know it's not hugely important to maybe a lot of people, but when you put so much effort, time, you know, Craig's put so much effort in, and we're losing the battle at the moment. So maybe tomorrow's another day, who knows.
It's day 4. I've challenged myself to catch a large barbel in 5 days, so I'm more than halfway through.
Now, I don't mind admitting that last night things weren't looking good. I was pretty much rock bottom. However, something's changed my mood. I received a text from Craig last night. He's come up with a cunning plan to allow me to be able to fish at night. He's only gone and entered me into a 48-hour Spanish fishing competition. Right, this is where it starts. Competition starting at a bar. A little bit strange, but they make the rules up. Right, got to find, because I don't know exactly what's going on at the moment. Oh, serious. Hello, mate.
Good morning. How are you?
Good to see you. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is looking serious.
Yeah?
They've got matching outfits.
Oh, yeah, they like the match. All the gear, no idea.
Why haven't we got matching outfits?
Well, you're going out for the evening then. You're going fishing, so...
What's the plan?
They match, they've got 25 pairs, so there's 50 contestants.
Yeah.
You're fishing in a pair, a couple.
Yeah.
So
that's our area for 48 hours.
48 hours.
Right, gotcha.
Okay.
The competition is to have the largest total weight of fish. Some of the guys here will, but that's not really what I want to do.
Have we got a peg yet?
No.
Right.
For us to get drawn out.
Right.
The contestants are allocated a peg or a spot by the judges who draw them out of a pot. Clearly, where you are is critical, especially if you're after a prize-winning barbel.
28.
28.
Right. Just got to go up to that map and confirm it.
Right. We've got a peg. It's 28. I don't really know what that means. Craig's check on the map to see exactly where we are. Where are we?
We're, believe it, pike fishing by the bridge.
Yeah.
We got in by that white
Yeah. Yeah.
in that bay, and then we got there.
Is that good then? How good?
Good for that.
Good. Really good? Yeah. Do you?
Yeah. There's carp there normally, but with the water's coming up.
How well do you know that guy?
Not a while.
Have you?
Well, we're not. Put it that way, so.
Have you done a sneaky?
Could I? No. Come on,
Come on then, let's.
I strongly suspect Craig has bent the rules somehow, but I'm not complaining. We race to the lake to get started. Remember, I have 5 days to meet my fishing challenge, and this competition is my best and last chance of coming home with a barbel. The pressure has been on since the beginning, but these last 48 hours really matter.
I remember this place. So we were belly boating up there, and when we had the pike, we were only about we were in the gully, what, 40 or 50 yards off that bank, right?
Yeah.
We have got a military operation. Fish matches before, they're 5 hours, not 48 hours. Buckets and tubs full of bait, 6 boat. We're going to set up home here for 2 days. And race against time, because we've got to get all of this sorted before dark.
Now, although I've set my heart on a barbel, it's not too late to change my mind on carp, which could potentially be easier to catch.
Right. For me, because we've had the weather, the water, and all the cold, and we've had a hard day, let's go for a fish of a lifetime, a barbel.
Yeah.
But also, we've got the chance we're going to fish is for a big carp. Now, I've checked the weather. Do you know what way the wind's coming this weekend? It's coming easterly.
When the wind's in the east, the fish bite least, mate.
So I think the barb are
the one to go for.
Yeah, yeah. They're not as much affected by the wind as carp are.
We will go for barbel.
It's
We've
all
got
or
to go,
nothing.
or, exactly.
All or nothing, mate. And a barbel, you know, unless you catch a 50, 60 pound carp, to me,
We've got to go for the barbel.
We've got to go for the barbel.
All right, you're on.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's go all out.
We're in pairs, so technically it's me and Craig as the pair. Gusto may be helping us out, but he's not strictly allowed to. If I do see a judge, I think I'll just tell them I'm a foreigner and plead ignorance. Before casting the baits out, we've got the task of setting up the rods and, of course, the bivvy, since at last we're allowed to fish at night.
What do you think of my new home, given that we're going to be here for a while?
More than ever, I really need Craig's years of experience. It's time to select the bait.
So we're using these.
Craig is using a cocktail of flavouring we're using as bait. These range from spicy prawn to what can only be something smelling like rancid squid.
So hook bait.
Right.
With the pop-ups on top.
These are the hook baits. And they are... Oh, mate, that is not good. But the fish love them. Oh, that is... It's an intense, almost like retchy flavour. Deep. Almost like a bit, not rotting. It's the fishiest fish. Oh, Jesus.
In addition to our hook bait, we're also going to be using ground bait to entice fish in the bottom of the lake.
Right, so basically these we're going to take out in the boat, drop over the side, so we've got a bed of bait.
Yeah,
and then
high, but this will break down. Why we don't want to put hundreds of boilies in, because they come along in winter, they'll 5 and then they move on because they don't eat a lot.
Yeah. So we're covered for the weekend. Got enough bait to sink the boat probably. Right, so we need to start getting it out there.
Yeah.
Baiting is really a black art, and every angler will have their own special mix. But the best recipe in the world isn't going to do any good if it's not in the right spot. And to get that spot precisely, we need a boat, a sonar, and a fixed length of line to ensure we can put first the ground bait and then the rig with the hook in exactly the same spot.
So the reason we're going to use the boat to get the baits out there is because we have to put them in a very specific area. So I'm going to draw you a map. The edge of the lake comes down into the bay and down that way. We are right here on the edge of the bay. There's an old riverbed that comes down right in front of us. It's off that way. And then the other old riverbed is about 400 yards over that side. Now, in between the two, that actually used to be an island before they flooded the valley. Now, in this area here, the main old riverbed, so we've got some rods at 150 yards, then it gets a bit closer, about 100 yards, and these rods over the right are probably all of them in the deep riverbed. Because the fish, especially the big comedian barbel and the big carp, use that as a bit of a road. They swim up and down. So if we can ambush them in that specific deep area, then we've got a much better chance of catching.
We've got the rods in the water and the bait in the water, so we've done our part. And as night falls, all that remains is for the barbel to do theirs.
Right, guys, time for bed. 6 rods, 1 chance. That's all I need, 1 chance. It won't be for lack of trying. Put a lot of effort in this week. I'm just praying that I get woken up in the middle of the night with a screaming bite alarm and a fish of a lifetime on the end. Having been asleep all night, I won't have caught anything.
A few hours, but not from the bite alarm.
I've been woken up by a load of something down in the water. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of an animal.
It's a rat to start with, but it's a hell of a lot bigger than a rat. So I'm just gonna go, I don't know how far we can see on this camera, but my torch, I'm gonna go and see if we can see it. I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly nervous. I know they have links in this part of Spain, and I wouldn't really fancy surprising one. Oh, they're otters. 2 otters. There's a load around. I found a dead fish carcass on the rocks earlier, but they've obviously come out to play at night. God, the life out of me. And this is what they're feeding on, exactly what I'm trying to catch. So that is an old carp carcass. Look at the bones. We've got some otters for neighbours for the next couple of days. I love this place. Right, back to bed. It's my 5th day in Extremadura and I'm scheduled to return home tomorrow. This is my last day to catch a barbel. Halfway through the Spanish fishing competition, me and my helpers are well set, but thanks to unusually high water levels, we've caught nothing. Been up since 5. Since 5. We had 1 and no action. No action. That's one of my nights running out of time. There's just nothing happening. Bait's out. The odd fish is showing, but I asked Craig, would you have expected to catch by now? And he said, yeah. I've kind of asked him that all week. Just with the volume of cold water that's come into this river system. This was 2 meters down a week ago. It's filled up with 2 extra meters of cold water. And the fish just seem to have completely... I've tried 6 or 7 tactics. I just feel so despondent. 2 hours and the rods have remained unmoved for some action. I can't lift my black mood, and it seems to be a Craig too. So Craig said, come on, let's go and get some lunch with the rods. And I said, oh, what, like a sandwich, a bocadillo? He said, no, not exactly. What is this?
Couple of that, and we'll find out.
A plate. Turns out this lovely little Spanish village is having a fiesta, and for days the local people have been preparing something of a feast. And Craig, being Craig, also got us into the kitchen to ensure we get served before anyone else. I tell you what, he's good.
They're local-made sausages, choritos, and they've got 4 different soups. Morcilla. It's called morcilla. Chorizo and morcilla.
Gracias. This is actually the first square meal in 4 days.
Gracias. Nice. Oh, here goes.
Gracias.
Oh, it's good.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're in the queue. Apparently, we only got here at lunchtime, but the whole village has been since breakfast, and they keep coming back for more, keep queuing up. This goes on all day and all night, and all they do is...
If the plan was to cheer me up with the fiesta, the strategy worked. Craig's a crafty operator.
This, pretty much fishing trips I go on.
Oh, hello. This could get awkward. I love dancing, but I'm not sure anyone else is my unique 19. I think it's time to head back to the rods before I embarrass myself any further. The break has given me valuable time to think, and before we get started, Craig and I have a serious chat. I'm now wondering if a big carp is better than no fish at all. It'll mean a complete baits and rods. I'm not sure if Craig's going to like it.
Right, Craig. I want to have a chat tactics.
Okay.
Because one night down, we've got one night to go, and I fly home tomorrow. Yeah. And I'm getting a bit twitchy that we haven't caught anything. I know that there's a few carp been crashing in the bay, and have come up shallow, but we're obviously fishing for barbel. Yeah. All I'm thinking, I want to take one or two of the rods and just go and have a fish. Like, I just want to try and catch a fish, get a run,
right,
catch a carp.
The easy one would be a carp. So why didn't we go for carp? Why didn't we go carp fishing all the time, all week, go for carp on the bank? Now you want one night to go for a carp just for a... You didn't ask me for a carp, yeah? You asked a barbel. We've been changing it, and yet again you want to change your mind again. Me and Huster have been running around like silly buggers. I slept 11 hours the other night. 11. I needed it.
It's been tricky this week. I'm just trying to do...
It is, and I get it. It's my job. I get it tricky every time.
Yeah.
And the fish don't jump on the hook. But unless you're fishing, to catch them. So if we don't catch out tonight, you've done 2 days and you've tried.
I was right. Craig doesn't like...
All right, well, I'll...
Have you know, it's all...
Yeah, no, I get just, you know,
no,
I guess we're both just really frustrated because I'm frustrated. You know, I've come a long way to this area. You've come a long way. The weather's been against us. It's been really tricky. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, don't think too long because that baby's going down. We've got to get sorted.
Craig thinks I've got to stick to the plan and bait for barbel and chucking it all in and going for a carp. Is any fish better than nothing? It's a tough decision, but I think he's right. We bait for the night, and I tell Craig to go home. He's earned a break, it's down to me. I hear that elsewhere in the competition, a 25-pound carp has been caught. I may not win the competition, but I can still get what I came here for. Barbel.
Oh my God, boots on, boots on. Yeah. Yes! Right. We've got a bite, we've got to run. Oh my God, right, it's about 5:30. Right, Huster, hold that, whoop. That, whoop. Yes. Right. Yes. Yes. Oh, it feels good, feels good. Feels good. Right. Oh, I can feel the line grating or something. Oh my God, right. I hope this is a chamizo. This better be a chamizo. Oh, it's taking a bit of line. Oh. Shit! Oh, yeah. Right, the lead's come off in a snag, and... Oh, the hook anyway. Two days. Waited 2 days for a bite. He's done me. Oh.
I know I'll get over it, but right now, totally gutted doesn't even come close.
So that's it. Game over. End of my time in Estremadúra. Came here looking for a barbel. Just one, that's all I... Am I disappointed? Do you know what? No, I'm not. It's been one hell of a ride. and it gives me an excuse to come back.
In my time here, I've been to stunning lake and river locations. I've tried new methods of fishing, I've had some action on the line, and even some action on the dance floor. I've made some new friends, and I've had a well-deserved telling off.
Yet again, you want to change your mind.
A real adventure, even if the Camiso barbel has eluded me. Where my next fishing adventure will take me.